Welcome to day one, witnessing the breath. So we're going to set you up on your back. And what I'm going to demonstrate is called constructive rest. You might like to start with a folded blanket for underneath your head if your neck could use a little support. And then you're going to scoot onto your back. Keeping the knees bent here, and you have your choice of two variations. So either feet and knees about hips distance apart like this, or walk your feet out a little wider than your hips, turn your toes in, kick your heels out a little, and let your inner thighs rest towards one another or actually touching. So try both of those. And choose the variation that feels the most supported and restful, especially on the hips and the low back. Now the arms here can be really wherever you like to have them, out to your side. If you're doing that, I'd suggest try palms up, see how that is for you. Hands can also be resting on your torso if you prefer. Just take a moment and notice where your shoulder blades are. And if they're really hunched up around your ears, take a moment to walk them down your back, a little away from your head. Make sure your head is centered and the curve of your neck feels pretty natural. And now close your eyes, unless it's uncomfortable for you to do so, in which case leave them open and just relax your gaze. And now you stay right here. I'm going to bring myself up to seated now, so it's a little easier for me to talk to you. Notice how you're feeling physically in this moment. And how would you characterize your emotional and mental state to yourself? And now reflect for a moment on your intention. Do you have a goal for today? Your best outcome? In yoga, we call this the sankalpa, or your heart's desire. And now, having established your heart's desire for your practice today, please bring your very simple, direct attention to the sensation of breath in your body. Starting very simply, just where you feel each inhale and where you feel each exhale. Meaning, when you breathe in, where do you feel the breath move? And when you breathe out, where do you feel the breath release? What's the tempo of your breath like today? Does it feel pretty fast to you or relatively slow? And finally, what's the texture of your breath like? And this one's a little more esoteric. Does your breath feel kind of rough around the edges to you or relatively smooth? Now, I'd like you to notice, having sustained concentration on the breath like this for a few minutes, how is the breath starting to change? Now, it can be that just the experience of concentrating on the breath, it's like the breath starts to remember itself and open up for you. So that often can mean that it slows down, it smooths out, and it spreads so you feel it more evenly throughout your body. Now, that may not be your experience right now, and that's fine. Just notice. As the breath changes, what's happening to your mental state? Last couple breaths here. Nice and easy. Okay. Please take the next breath in through your nose. Send it out through the mouth. Relax the jaw. Make little movements. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe stretch out a little more, like you're waking up first thing in the morning in bed. And now please choose a side you'd like to roll onto. Use that side hand or arm for a pillow. And please roll over onto your side and curl up fetal for a moment. And now slowly, please help yourself up and find a seat. Now, you don't have to be sitting cross-legged on the floor like me. Sit any way that you can feel pretty comfortable and supported. And just take a moment, eyes open or closed, to feel whole body breathing in and a whole body breathing out. And please bring one hand to rest over your heart. You might bow your head slightly, close your eyes. Come back to your sankalpa, your heart's desire for your practice, and affirm how that might stay with you now moving forward. And your practice for today is complete. It's just that simple. You are on your way. So thank you for showing up today. I hope once or twice today, this practice comes back to you and you remember your breath and notice what happens when you do. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.